Lee, it's a Boxing Day local derby defeat against Harrow Borough. Are there any redeeming features from what you've seen today?
Nah, just real disappointment. I have to be honest with you. I thought it was a real inept performance. Carried on from the second half on Saturday. I felt that, you know, there's a reason why I don't switch off over Christmas. Is because I knew we weren't right, and you know, today it just, you know, everything I've been thinking's kind of come true, which is good in a one way. It's positive because I can go and fix it. But that was not good enough, you know. And I just felt that we never looked like we were going to score a goal today unless Hendon got on the ball. I thought they'd done a good job on Sean Lucian. And listen, they've come here, they're on the back of some bad defeats, and they've come here and set up well. The one thing I knew is that at Gosport they were very unlucky, and today, you know, they've come here and they've done a job. They've got their goal that they needed, and they've held on, they've defended well. But we were just poor all over, I felt. I'd say that, I thought defensively we looked solid. You know, we just spoke before then, I think defensively we looked good. I've got no problems with the wide men. I just think the midfield's not right at the moment, and since Kieran Forbes hasn't been in the side, I think he's a big loss to the football club because of his experience. And I don't think it was Kingsley's better games today, although we didn't give him great service. But, you know, it's a real disappointment, and I've just reminded the lads in here because it is a new side, we have to remember that, and I've just spoke to them in there and said that you have to realise we're in a relegation battle. You know, we're not coming here, it's not pre-season, it's not mid-table. That was like a mid-table performance for me today. We've got to start fighting for our lives, and we need to do that very quickly, and we need to improve.
You set up today with one forward, so Liam Brooks was out with flu, so Kingsley was up on his own and had no support, and because there was no support we never really looked like scoring. And in the first half there were two shots from Andronicus that were well saved, but we created absolutely nothing.
Yeah, and I mean, I think Brooks is a big loss to us. You know, he plays on that right, but he's always in support of the forward. And he rang me this morning with flu, and you know, we've got a couple of players out there with flu as well, which it doesn't help. But everyone's got their problems in their sides, you know. But as I say, it was just no creativity about us. You know, I just felt that it was just so nice, and as I've said in there to the boys, nice doesn't win football matches. They come here, they were aggressive, they were in your face, they worked hard, and I thought after the first 10 minutes we started to control the game, and I didn't really feel that threatened in the first half, if I'm honest, you know. And then second half I just felt that I couldn't really see him scoring unless it was a set piece. And we give away a silly foul on the sort of 25 yards out, and the lads put a great delivery in and scored. And I felt that was going to be the difference between the two sides today. Although I say we didn't create much at all, and that's a disappointment. And you know, we'll train, and then when we train, we look good, and we look lively, and we look sharp. And today, that wasn't to be.
You said to me after the game on Saturday that they can't decide when they want to play. They've got to play when you want them to play as a manager. And from a very poor second half Saturday to a very poor 90-minute display today, how are you going to turn that around? What's
I just think it's just getting some belief in the side and some men in the side. You know, at the moment, I feel like the midfield isn't quite clicking, and we're not seeing the best of Sambu, who I rate very highly. I think, as I say, Brewer's had to come off, but I thought Serge went in there and done well. And the one thing Serge will give you is he'll give you a fighting spirit, and he's done that today, and he worked very, very hard. It's just disappointing that the goal we've given away and the manner, you know, we've had a fight on 93 minutes. You know, we've got to be fighting from minute one. We've got to fight to save our lives, and that's what the boys have to realise very, very quickly. And I've got no doubt that we'll go and put in a really good performance at Chesham. You know, we'll go and have a real good go there, and it's going to be a really tough game. But we can't pick and choose when we play football matches. And at the moment, I just felt like since the first half Saturday, we picked if we wanted to play on Saturday. I thought I've got to give the boys a little bit of credit. I thought we earned the right in the first half to start getting on top of the game without creating much. You know, but I felt that from there, the second half again today, it was just, you know, I know we didn't have the win second half, but it just was lacklustre, and that's what I'm not enjoying at the moment. I like our pet teams to be lively, be sharp, like we started the first half on Saturday, and it wasn't meant to be today. So let's hope it's a bad day at the office and we can improve very quickly. If not, we'll have to make some phone calls and bring in some more bodies until we get it right.
Does that concern you? Because the team that you've got, and we've spoken about this the last couple of games, are the players that a lot of them have come with you from Biggleswade, and this is very much your starting 11 now. These are the players that you want, who you think can do the job that you want them to do. And now we're kind of saying, well, they're not good enough in this part of the pitch. They're not good enough there.
I think what the one thing that's not worrying me is there's so much more to come from Lucas Perry. There's so much more to come from Tommy Smith. so much more to come from Eddie Shodi. There's so much more to come from Solomon Samba. I mean, so much more. So you know, that doesn't concern me. I'm concerned in the forward areas at the moment. You know, I'm concerned that we spoke on Saturday. I still feel that all our problems lie on we haven't got anyone controlling that midfield on the football. Everything's a rush. No one really wants to take responsibility and get on the football. So that, for me, is the main problem at the moment. You know, you've got to control the game from midfield, and we're not doing that. As I said, we said it before the interview, we don't look poor defensively, we look very solid. But I can't ask them to defend as a 4 for 90 minutes. You know, they've got to have help around them, and one, we're not quite doing that, and two, as I say, I just feel that we're lacking that little bit of quality in midfield at the moment, which I need to look at, and the best way of trying to do that, see how long Kieran Forbes is going to be, because I really think he's that big a miss at the moment. I don't feel we've been right since the Murphy game, and that was his last performance and our last win. So,
all right, so we've got what, 6 days now? Is that one training session before Cheshire?
We'll train Saturday morning, we'll train hard, and we'll try and put it right. The problem is, these are the games that you want to win around you. You know, we've got a lot to do now. You know, if we'd have won today, that becomes a freebie at Cheshire. You know, so what we've got to do is make sure that we're getting points on the board. We'll go there and give it a real good go, and we'll try and nick something and see where it takes us. But listen, as I said to the boys there, it's a long season. I think we've still got 22, 23 games to play. We've got to go and find some wins, and we've got to work hard, and if we do that, we'll be absolutely fine, because we've got enough about us, and we've got enough quality about us to cause some problems.